For centuries, the story of Sodom's destruction has haunted the human imagination, a tale of sin, fire, and divine wrath. But what if the truth was stranger, more complex, and more astonishing than anyone ever dared to believe? It began with a question. Did Sodom ever really exist? And if it did, what could have caused its sudden apocalyptic end? Was it truly the hand of God, as the Bible claims, or something even more extraordinary, an event so powerful it left scars on the very landscape and echoes in the DNA of every civilization that followed? The story of Sodom is as old as civilization itself. In the ancient world, Sodom was whispered about in the same breath as Atlantis and Babylon, a city of unimaginable wealth, decadence, and, ultimately, destruction. The book of Genesis tells us that Sodom, along with its sister city Gomorrah, was obliterated by fire and brimstone, a punishment for its people's wickedness. But for millennia, scholars, archaeologists, and adventurers have scoured the deserts of the Middle East, searching for any trace of the lost city. What they found would challenge everything we thought we knew about history, faith, and the power of nature. The journey to uncover Sodom's fate began in earnest in the late 19th century, when explorers first mapped the desolate regions south of the Dead Sea. They found nothing but salt, sand, and the ruins of forgotten villages. But in the 20th century, armed with satellite imagery, ground-penetrating radar, and a new generation of scientific tools, a team of researchers led by Dr. Stephen Collins made a discovery that would electrify the world. Imagine the scene. A team of sunburned archaeologists, sweat trickling down their faces, standing on the edge of a vast, windswept mound known as Tall el-Hammam. The air is thick with the scent of salt and ancient dust. As they dig, layer by layer, they uncover the shattered remains of a Bronze Age city walls, blackened by fire, pottery fused into glass, human bones twisted in agony. The evidence is undeniable. Something catastrophic happened here, something so violent it left the city uninhabitable for centuries. But what could have caused such devastation? The answer, it turned out, lay not in the realm of myth, but in the cold, hard logic of science. For Dr. Collins and his team, the discovery was more than just an academic triumph. It was a moment of awe, fear, and wonder abrush with the sublime. As they sifted through the ruins, they found themselves haunted by the faces of the people who once lived here. Merchants, priests, children, all caught in a moment of unimaginable terror. The city's destruction was not just a story. It was a tragedy, written in ash and bone. And yet, the deeper they dug, the more questions arose. The destruction layer was unlike anything they had ever seen. Buildings had been flattened, stones thrown hundreds of meters, pottery melted at temperatures hotter than a volcano. It was as if a bomb had gone off thousands of years before the invention of gunpowder. The land itself seemed to mourn. The Dead Sea, a mirror of salt and sorrow, stretched out like a wound. The air was heavy with the memory of fire, the silence broken only by the distant cry of a desert hawk. Here, in this place of endings, the past and present collided, and the line between legend and reality blurred. The investigation unfolded like a detective story, each clue leading to another, each revelation more shocking than the last. First came the evidence of extreme heat. Zircon crystals in the pottery, formed only at temperatures above 4,000 degrees Celsius. Then, the discovery of shocked quartz, tiny grains of sand deformed by a sudden, massive pressure wave. These were the fingerprints of a cosmic assassin, a meteor, exploding in the atmosphere with the force of 1,000 Hiroshimas. The team realized they were standing at ground zero of one of the most violent events in human history. Tunguska-style airburst, right over the heart of Sodom. The idea was almost too incredible to believe. But as the evidence mounted, the picture became clear. Around 3,700 years ago, a massive space rock hurtled toward Earth, slamming into the atmosphere above the Jordan Valley. The resulting explosion unleashed a fireball hotter than the sun, vaporizing everything in its path. The shock wave flattened buildings, incinerated people, and turned the city to glass. The Dead Sea's waters boiled, and the land was salted, rendering it barren for centuries. This was not just a local disaster. The blast would have been visible for miles, its thunder heard across the ancient world. For the survivors, it must have seemed like the end of days of divine judgment, written in fire and stone. But the story doesn't end there. As news of the discovery spread, it ignited a firestorm of debate. Some scholars hailed it as the greatest archaeological find of the century, proof that the Bible's most dramatic tale was rooted in fact. Others dismissed it as wishful thinking, a case of science twisted to fit scripture. Yet the evidence was hard to ignore. The destruction at el-Hammam matched the biblical account in almost every detail. The suddenness, the fire from the sky, the uninhabitable wasteland left behind. Even the timeline fit, placing the event squarely in the era of Abraham. And then came the most tantalizing twist of all. As researchers analyzed the soil, they found traces of rare elements, platinum, iridium, and nickel scattered across the site. These are the calling cards of a cosmic impact, found at other sites of meteor strikes around the world. The destruction of Sodom, it seemed, was not just a moral lesson, but a warning from the universe itself. But what of the people? In the ruins, archaeologists found the remains of men, women, and children, their lives cut short in an instant. Some were caught in the open, their bodies thrown like rag dolls by the blast. Others huddled in their homes, seeking shelter from a force beyond comprehension. Their story is a reminder that history is not just dates and artifacts, but the sum of countless human live-shops, dreams, and fears, all swept away in a moment of cosmic violence. The destruction of Sodom sent shockwaves through the ancient world. For generations, the story was told and retold, growing in the telling, until it became a legenda, warning against hubris, a testament to the power of the gods. But beneath the myth lies a deeper truth. The universe is vast, unpredictable, and sometimes terrifyingly indifferent. Yet, out of the ashes of Sodom, something remarkable happened. The survivors rebuilt, learned, and adapted. The memory of the disaster became a part of their culture, shaping their beliefs, their laws, and their sense of right and wrong. In a way, the destruction of Sodom was not just an ending, but a beginning, a catalyst for change, a spark that lit the fire of civilization. Today, the ruins of el-Hammam stand as a silent witness to the power of nature and the resilience of the human spirit. Scientists continue to study the site, searching for new clues, new answers. Was Sodom the only city destroyed by a cosmic impact, or were there others? Could such an event happen again? And what lessons can we learn from the ashes of the past? For those who walk the salt flats of the Dead Sea, the story of Sodom is more than just a legend. It is a reminder that history is alive, waiting to be discovered, and that the greatest mysteries are often hidden in plain sight. But there is one last twist in the tale. Some researchers believe that the people of Sodom, like those of Atlantis and other lost civilizations, possess knowledge and technology far beyond what we imagine. The city's advanced irrigation systems, its monumental architecture, even its trade networks stretching across the ancient world all, hint at a society on the cutting edge of Bronze Age innovation. Could it be that the destruction of Sodom was not just a tragedy, but the loss of a civilization whose secrets we are only beginning to understand? As we dig deeper, both literally and figuratively, we may find that the true legacy of Sodom is not its destruction, but its enduring mysteria puzzle that challenges us to question everything we think we know about the past. The story of Sodom is a tapestry woven from myth, science, and human experience. It is a story of destruction and survival, of faith and reason, of the eternal dance between humanity and the cosmos. As we stand on the threshold of discovery, one thing is certain. The lost city of Sodom will continue to haunt our dreams, inspire our imaginations, and remind us that the past is never truly lost. It is waiting just beneath the surface for those brave enough to seek it. So, if you're ready to join the quest for truth, to explore the mysteries of history, and to uncover the secrets of the lost city of Sodom, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. The adventure is just beginning.